Okay, good evening, everyone. So we finally have a full house. I am your MC, Tanya Mfure, and I'll be helping us have a smooth transition within the program. I'm quite excited that a big chunk of the B. Nelson family is gathered here tonight. Please, as we proceed, please keep your mics muted so that we can hear one another well. Also, keep your cameras on, even though we are not with each other in person. It'll still be great to see your live reactions. And then also, do not be afraid to use your reaction icon, even though maybe you'd want to speak in between, but you can use your applaud emoji, your heart emoji, and so forth. So do not be afraid to use your emoji for reactions. And also, I think Bafana will ensure that it's recording and the replay link will be out tomorrow. Okay, so hopefully everyone caught that, and we can have a fruitful program. As you know, this is a competition, and every competition needs judges. Okay, so we have three spectacular judges that I'd want to introduce to you all today. The first is the one and only Gerdien, right? Our judge Gerdien is a project manager at a leading multinational company that supplies ingredients and solutions to fruit, wine, brewing industries. She has a degree with process engineering, and she excels at turning cutting edge technology into real commercial value for global clients. Beyond the bedroom, Gerdien gives back as a volunteer bartender at a local community house. Proof that she can mix a great business case and a great drink. We're delighted to have her technical insight and creative spirit on our judging panel tonight. Welcome, Gerdien.
Hmm.
Um, okay. Secondly, our next judge, whom we also know very well and can also be seen easily in person because of height, is Mark Stienen. So our judge, Mark Stienen, is from the Netherlands. Um, he is a seasoned leader, coach, facilitator, and advisor who has breached the public and private sector worlds for more than 2 decades. Mark began his career in law before moving into senior HR leadership at global firms such as Deloitte and Rabobank a decade ago. He launched his own practice where he blends sharp analytical thinking with deep empathy to help leaders grow and for teams to thrive. Last year, Mark trekked across South Africa on the Masterpiece Walk, which is an experience that underscored his passion for connection, collaboration, and social impact. Our judge, Gerdien, was also on this walk. And tonight, Mark brings that same spirit of mentorship to our pitch stage. Please give him a warm welcome to Judge Mark Stienen. And last but definitely not least, in attendance as well, is our third judge this evening, Jochem. He is a entrepreneur, a venture capitalist, and a committed change maker from the Netherlands. Jochem has co-founded, sorry, he has co-founded multiple, oh, apologize. He has co-founded multiple tech startups as well as a venture capital fund, giving him a 360-degree view of what it takes to turn bold ideas into scalable businesses. Today, he devotes all of his energy into backing high impact ventures that tackle the world's biggest challenges in climate, poverty alleviation, and healthcare. He splits his year between Europe and Africa, investing on the ground and mentoring founders across the continent. He has experience that makes him the perfect judge for our BNLson pitch stage. So let's give him a warm welcome as well. All right. Thank you guys. That has been our judges. I don't know if you guys can give waves as we see your faces to Okay. Thank you. Okay, next up on our program is we're just going to have a short word from Mathari and Inetani as we hear about the importance of these speech concepts and why they matter. So I'm going to hand over to Mathari and to Inetani. I hope Mathari is with us today. The mic might be muted, perhaps. Or Inetani.
Inetani, yep.
Mretyana, are you muted?
Yes, guys, before speaking, do remember to unmute your mic because that does tend to happen on online platforms.
Oh, I saw Mretyana earlier, but it seems like you lost connection. And Mathari informed me earlier that she's experiencing problems. So that's one of the things we got to live with.
I think we lost Inetani. He's not on the participants list.
He was here earlier. Okay, let's move on.
All right. Okay. So, as you can hear from our impressive resume of the judges.
Oh, he's back.
Is he back?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Inetani,
Really
it's
having
glad to have you back.
a big network challenge. Okay.
Yes.
Am I audible from your side, guys? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I apologize, guys. I'm really having a very big network issue from my side. Hey, I'm trying to make the ends meet. Can you see me now? Am I visual?
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
No problem. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I really want to thank everyone who's actually in the meeting. It's nice to actually see you guys. We don't really get much time to actually get together, but I'm really glad today that we actually got together because of this initiative. I think it's something that actually does bring people together, and it's something that brings people together, but we're actually overseeing the greater future. And I feel like the impact of the elevator pitch, it comes with that, what does the future hold, and us having to think of the value that we're actually adding in our societies that we're living in the communities that we're living in, the impact that we get to make on a daily basis as well. So from my side, I think what I will just do, I will just give few tips that I feel like that are actually essential in terms of having to present or do an elevator pitch. I think when actually Gerdien, we were engaging way back, Gerdien, Mark, Mathari, and it was actually, great having to sit together and having to pick on each other's mind, and really having to see, the great value that we really add to each other when we're actually united and working towards the same initiative, or we're actually having the same bigger picture. The vision is clear, the objective is clear. I think that is actually very much important when we are actually starting an initiative. So from me, I'm just going to give few tips that I feel like are very important in terms of giving an elevator pitch, which is to actually keep it simple and brief, be clear and actually concise, focus on mostly your why, make it compelling, and be confident as well. I feel like it's very important to make sure that as much as you presenting, you are actually can be able. I feel like if there's no pressure, I don't think that there's actually any pressure. But at the end of the day, we were actually growing and we are actually trying the best of what we can be. So it's important to actually sound naturally as well and make connection as well with also the people that you are engaging with. And at the end of the pitch, let me just say last few sentences. Just call on to the people, let the people feel that you're actually calling on for action. I think, let me not say or maybe waste more time. Thank you very much, everyone, for just giving me the opportunity. It is nice seeing you once again, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I've heard such good advice from there. 2 C's stood out from me, which is make it compelling and be confident. And earlier on, we also had some good advice from Mark, where he said make it relevant as well. So I hope that our pitches are keeping this in mind. Is Mathari available now, or do we commence?
No, Mathari
Okay,
is not
I'm
with
just
us.
okay. She's not. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to let us know briefly what the flow of the rest of the program will look like. Obviously, it will entail pitching, which is the main thing. We have 5 pitches from Loiso, Thuso, Zimasa, and Tiisetso, and Khonse. And it will be 5 minutes each. I will notify the contestants within the chats when they have 1 minute left, and then on the 5th minute, and then I will speak. We have obviously our judges. After each contestant, they will have a 3 minutes of a question and answer session to give feedback to our contestants. And then also after the pitchers have laid out the projects, the judges will then deliberate on their own personal meeting for about 10 to 20 minutes as they discuss who deserves to be first place, second place, and third place. And fourthly and last, we will have awards and reflection. So that will be how our program will look like. I'm quite excited. And so, without further ado, not to waste anybody's time, I think we all know that we'd like to actually see what we all gathered here for, and that is the actual pitching. So, our first change maker is none other than Loiso Peters, and he will be presenting to us Konke, which is a bin cleaning and recycling initiative. Loiso, your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Loiso Petersen, 23 years old, founder of Konke Bin Cleaning and Recycling Service. The unemployment in South Africa has been rising and rising, and growing up, I've been part of social justice movements. However, I've seen the necessity of social entrepreneurship. So I've shifted my change to social entrepreneurship so that I can contribute physically, and my contribution to society can be really seen. So the problem we've identified is Konke Bin Cleaning and Recycling is that most of the pollution that is in landfills has health risk, which includes transmission of diseases as well as water and air pollution. So we have also identified that visual pollution and negative impression when it comes to serious big companies such as your Shoprite, Checkers, which are very big retail companies within the country. They have a very negative impression when it comes to just how their waste is being managed. So we have provided a solution that is actually a one-stop solution, cleaning their bins and also properly managing their waste. So Konke Bin Cleaning specializes in thoroughly cleaning bins as well as waste management in a form of recycling, whereby when we clean your trash bins, we also do provide a service of recycling your material. So when it comes to a residential market, this helps is a form of motivating people to recycle because we will be cleaning their bins, recycling their trash, and then giving them incentives in return for recycling. So the benefits to the customer is simple: saving time. They save their time in the sense of that instead of them being there cleaning their bins, we do it for them, which comes with a sense of convenience. We also have efficient scheduling, which is there are days of collecting things in the week, whereby the waste management trucks come to collect the market bins or customers or clients bins, and we do give them a schedule of when we will come, because we come after the bins have been collected. We clean, the trash is already separated for recycling, and there's also an impact or a component of developing a heart of sustainability, because we do make sure that our clients do understand the importance of hygiene as well as cleanliness. And when it comes to bigger businesses or companies, we really do assist them in terms of reaching a great status when it comes to compliance to the National Environmental Management Act in South Africa. So this gives them a great status in terms of where they're standing when it comes to environmental management. When it comes to our competition, we have identified that we don't really have a competition, because in business or in entrepreneurship, there is really no competition in this time and age. We're looking to collaborate. So we have competition, but collaborators. That is now waste pickers. Waste pickers are collaborating with us in the sense of that if we can't reach your area in terms of bin cleaning at the moment, because we have a serious issue of transport, we do identify potential waste pickers to pick up the material and recycle it for you up until we do have the ability to do bin cleaning or provide our services within your area. We also do collaborate with pest control companies in the sense of that if we clean bins whereby pest controllers work, it gives the pest control company a great track record when it comes to their clients, because when bins are clean, there are very few chances of pests to be around those bins. So this gives a great track record to pest control companies when their clients start to see that, hey, there are very few pests coming around, and that's because the bins are being cleaned and the pest control are doing their services. We also do have competition that we're looking to collaborate with, which is bin cleaning services such as Clean Bin and We Clean Bins within the Western Cape. So the advantage that we serve when it comes to our competition is that we are setting a sustainability as the core business strategy of our initiative. So sustainability is in the forefront. We always make sure that whatever we do has to do with sustainability. We also do provide a component of educating our customers in green initiatives. So we would find some areas or maybe a complex that we start to work with. We only have like about 2 apartments that we're working with currently in a complex, and then we have like more than about 30 households within the Western Cape that we are working with within our area. It's quite a bit tricky to work outside of our area because we don't have transportation yet. So we do provide education to them because it's important for them to understand why we're doing this. It's not only business, but we are working towards an environment that is sustainable. We also do provide education to forgotten communities in isolated areas, because these people don't get information with regards to, they don't even know what recycling is, they don't even know what environmental management is. So it's important to reach these people so that they start understanding what this is, because they are isolated and far from the bigger cities where these topics are being discussed. Then I'll move to our second point, which is the finances and the sales, which is a very much important point to drive and take forward this initiative. So in terms of the finances, we've been doing not so well when it comes to our public, kind of serving the public sector, which is like residential communities within our area, because we have like 30 households and we've been doing house calls on them. So there's no permanent contracts or maybe monthly subscription that we have with the households. So they just call us to tell us, listen, we want our bins to be cleaned for a price of 60 Rand. And that is not so much more sustaining when it comes to our business. So now we have shifted our focus from residential to the private sector, whereby we're looking forward to work with companies such as the retailers, ShopRite. We're also looking forward to work with hotels, complexes, and private residential residents for universities. So we quietly believe that this is a very scalable business, and by by mentioning that, I have recently won in the last week 2 competitions, which is a Standard Bank competition, 3rd place in the Western Cape. I've won 7th place in the Western Cape City of Cape Town, the government competition that has to do with young entrepreneurs. These are both entrepreneurship competitions for young people. And I've won 7th place in the first one, 3rd place in the second one within 2 days. So how will we be applying our funding if we do get funded through this competition that we are now having? It's simple. Equipment is very much important, and that will be taking a large portion of our funding. We're looking forward to buying more brushes, pressure brushes, as well as more detergents to make sure that we clean our bins and our clients' bins. So we're also looking into investing into our marketing. I'm currently using some of the money that I've got from the previous competition to build a website. The website is in process, and that's very much important because before a company or even a client approaches you, they make sure that they research and they check their website. So that's very important for us. Looking to invest into website, staff training, as well as development, because our staff will be training people and educating them about recycling and the environment. So it's important for our staff to be aware and trained as well. Research and development falls within staff training. Then we have strong community engagement, which is currently at 5%. However, we're looking forward to increase that percent because it's important to engage the community and teach them. Sorry, Tanya?
Your 5 minutes have concluded.
Okay, sure. Thank you. That's the most important parts are covered. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well done. That's definitely a lot to have to get through in 5 minutes, but I am pretty sure that our judges have a lot that you've given them to contemplate on. And I'm sure they will have that in the back of their mind as we move on to our next contestant, Thuso. And he will be telling us about ResPlek, which is a student accommodation app. So, Thuso, your 5 minutes begin now. Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry, Bafana. Are we going to have the judges speak and give feedback with questions and answers now for 3 minutes? Yes, okay.
Yes, please, before we move to... Yep.
Yes, apologies, everyone. Do forgive me. Okay, so we will allow Loisa's project to settle in a bit. I'll ask the judges one by one about any questions they have for our contestant before moving on to the next judge. So, Gerdien, do you have anything that you'd like to respond or ask Loisa?
Yes, for sure. I would like to congrats Leoso with this very nice idea. So well done. What is the? Can we ask one question, or can we ask more questions per person? Let's start with the first one, just to quickly start. So Leoso, thanks a lot. Where are you in the business actually? Is it in a feasibility stage, or are you in development state, or where are you?
Okay. Currently in the business, I would say we are in a developmental stage because we are already having houses that we're working with. However, it's currently just in our area. So part of developing is expanding out of our area to other areas around the Western Cape before we go nationally and internationally. So currently we are in the developmental stage.
And another question is linked to it is so the idea is to clean the bins and also to increase the frequency of picking up the bins, Leoso.
Okay. Okay, I think you can finish asking.
So so what I'm thinking about. So is there? Do you also select materials out of the trash for recycling?
Okay, so how the business is working, we have clients within the business in our area who do the recycling themselves. We encourage them to do it themselves. That's where the incentive initiative comes in. If you do the recycling yourself and we just come to pick it up, you get incentivized. However, if we do the separating of the recycling material, which is mostly done by the waste pickers on our behalf, we incentivize the waste pickers. But our main aim is to encourage our customers to start doing recycling themselves and then incentivize them with, currently we're doing just like bread. When we come to collect, we leave like a loaf of bread for them. When you come to collect the recyclable material, which is an incentive and it motivates them to do more. So the better they do, the more incentive or better incentive they get.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you, Gerdien. Our next judge, Mark.
Well, I would like to keep the flow a bit running, so I don't have any questions, just to congratulate you on your presentation, Luiso, and we will get you more feedback. Content-wise, I don't have any questions now, but I really love your initiative. That's what I can say already. But Jochem, maybe you have some other questions.
Sure, quick one. I actually really love how you are in a learning phase, quickly iterating. You had the 30 private clients, so that there is little traction there. I mean, no subscription traction. So you switched to hotels, more corporate clients. What's their feedback? Do you have any of those that wanted to do a subscription?
Okay, yes. So we're currently waiting on ShopRite because I went to them like for about 2 months ago, and it actually takes a bit very difficult for them to decide whether they're going with us with regards to this. And what makes it a bit difficult is that they already have people that they're working with, like pest control companies. So what they see, which is like the main problem for them currently, is that they have pest control. So how do they like eliminate pest control? And we're trying to show them that there is opportunity for us to collaborate. So we are having those meetings that you don't have to eliminate pest control. However, if you have a pest control company, we can collaborate with that company to clean the bins so that we make reduce the chances of pests even coming around the shopping center. So
thank you.
Yeah. But the hopes are high and there's feedback. Even as there are more centers being built, we are engaging with people. I already have a close relationship with one owner of a pest control company, and we're looking to collaborate, and that will be able to show the potential clients that this is doable. Thank you so much for the question.
Maybe one extra remark, Tanya, before you take over. I would really love to stress that 5 minutes is like it's not just an indication. It's also important to keep that also because of the flow of the day. And so I mean, you were the first, so your excuse. But for the 4 next people, I would say let's keep it on 5 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Loiso. What a compelling pitch, and thank you for getting the ball rolling. And I think maybe you've put the next contestants' nerves at ease. So without further delay, Thuso, hope you're ready. Your 5 minutes begin now.
Good evening, everyone. Imagine being 18, moving away from home for the first time ever. In a new city, not knowing where you're gonna sleep or stay. This is the sad reality that many South African students face and go through each and every year. From fake listing to property, to overpriced property, rentals, and informal contact. The student accommodation in South Africa is broken. I've been there and I've realized that there is no dedication and there is no trustworthy platforms designed for students. This has to end. and there must be a solution. What is a solution? ResPlek. The first South African student accommodation in South Africa that simplifies the search of student accommodation for each and every student in tertiary. It connects students with verified and trustworthy landlords. The app includes features like location, prices, comparisons, and affordability for everyone. The market is open for ResPlek to end every accommodation scams that many South African students face while pursuing their tertiary education. Over 2 million South African students need better housing tools, and we are here to serve. Their website is almost live. We are in partnership discussions with the University of Stellenbosch and the Poland College. How does ResPlek make money? We charge a fee to the landlords for every successful application made through the app. We also charge a listing fee, advertisement, and subscription fee. Just like every startup, ResPlek needs your support and help in terms of resources, mentorship, partnership, and believers in our vision, which is bold. We are ResPlek, a trusted platform for empowering millions of students to find home. And we are here to simplify student accommodation for the future generation. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, with a minute and 41 seconds to spare, that was a pitch in record timing, I would say. I now would transition it to the judges, starting from Jochem this time. Do you have any feedback and questions?
Sure, yes. So you say the website is almost live. How have you tested your product until now?
So far, due to the back end program that I'm been working on, I've sent it to my close friends, which are university students, to test it. And also I will share it with the rest of the team here if needed, just to test it.
Okay, if that's the only question I'm guessing from Jochem, I'll now hand it over to Mark.
Yes, thank you, Tanya. Not really a question, but I love the way you just got us into the problem. The why was so clear right away. So you really got me already at the first sentence. Thank you for that. That's the part of the feedback that I'm going to give you already. Maybe later a little more, but that's it for now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And our final judge, Gerdien.
Yeah, well done, Thuso. I think you had a very clear message on the problem, the solution, supporting data, and I think it was a very, very good story. So I really would like to congratulate this. I think it's a great idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Thuso, and thank you to our judges once again. Our next contestant, her name is Zimasa, and her passion and project is called Rivoni Foundation, and this is a fight against hunger. I hope our contestant Zimasa is prepared.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Your 5 minutes begin now.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is warm and well. My name is Zimasa Mretyana, and I'm here to talk about the Rivoni Foundation Soup Kitchen. Our why is simple. No one should go hungry or feel marginalized in our community. We're passionate about providing a safe space where people can access nutritious food, warmth, and support. Our idea is to run a soup kitchen that serves more than just meals. We want to create a community hub where people can connect, share stories, and receive support. Imagine a place someone struggling to make ends meet can find a hot meal, a listening ear, and a sense of belonging. Our project is helping some of the most vulnerable members of our community, including the homeless, the elderly, and those struggling with poverty. We're not just feeding souls, we're nourishing souls. To take our project further, we need support in various forms. We're looking for funding to cover operational costs, volunteers to help with food preparations and service, and partnerships with local organizations to amplify our impact. If everything goes well, our dream outcome is a thriving community where everyone has access to the support they need. We envision a future where our soup kitchen is a beacon of hope, a place where people can rebuild their lives and find a sense of purpose. With everyone's support, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of those we serve. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The future depends on what you do today." He was emphasizing the importance of present actions in shaping the future. It takes you, it takes me to build a better and brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was also quite quick, efficient, and I'll hand it over to our judges, starting off with perhaps Mark on any feedback that you have or questions, feedback/questions.
Yes, thank you. Wow, what talking about impactful, touching the heart. Thank you for this. I'll give you some feedback later on, but your project is brilliant. Thank you.
Gerdien?
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think it's a great concept, and it's really impressive, the story behind. I was wondering, I have one question. So you indicated that you are looking for funding with different partners. How far are you with the funding?
We have managed to get funding from local businesses. We also begged ShopRite. ShopRite did sponsor us this year. We're also working all in all with other local organizations. So one organization pushes the other, and we just keep it going with donations also.
And do you already have a kind of pilot scale kitchen workable?
Currently, our issue has been finding space, but we are operating from a local church.
Okay, clear.
Thank you, Gerdien. Sorry, I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. Thank you, Gerdien. Jochem, do you have any questions?
I really love this as well, and I'm actually very glad to hear that you're already partnering with local businesses and ShopRite. That was actually my main question. Maybe then to go a bit deeper into that, because obviously you want to raise more funds, but not at the cost of other soup kitchens, because then the impact just shifts from left to right. So how do you make the pie bigger and raise funds from partners that are not already in a similar initiative?
We've taken on entrepreneurial skills within ourselves. We have a vegetable garden that supplies us. We also take some of our crops to support other local soup kitchens. We also do sell at times to raise funds.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zimasa, for keeping the ball rolling as well with such a short and impactful pitch. We will now move forward and commence with our next contestant, whom is, oh, I hope I do not mispronounce your name. I really apologize. Tiisetso. Tiisetso. Okay. Okay. Your 5 minutes begin now.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tiisetso Seoe from Free State, from the group called Mathari Theatre Production. Basically, this group is where we empower youth in arts and culture activities. As Mathari Theatre Production, we are basically teaching young people from the age of 9 to 35 years of age through arts. It can be drama, your dance, your poetry, your music, public speaking, debate, about social issues and expressions. And what we do, we promote prevention of teenage pregnancy and early intervention services to pregnant teenagers and young parents. We provide early intervention services on substance abuse. We promote youth development programs. We promote women development programs. We facilitate expansion of social behavior change programs. We promote awareness about social issues. We advocate rights of LGBTQI plus community. And we do these things through theater, which means drama, because we know that there are people who can read and write. So we take these young people together and we drive the stories through community to community. And the impact so far that we have about 156 youth engaged in this program from Clarence, Vicksburg, and Ladybrand, which are 3 towns. And luckily, these days we managed to get seniors who loved what we do, who are also part of this program from the age of 40 years to 70 years, who are participating in our programs. And we do auditions where we take these young people to auditions. We do cultural showcases and we do awarenesses through the programs that we use. So far we have key challenges that we encounter, because this program is not all about empowering these young people also. It's about making sure that they make a living out of their talents, because we have realized that there are a lot of young people who have dropped out in schools because of they can't read or write. Some they say they are slow learners. So we try to empower them so that they could not engage in substance abuse or become victims of prostitution, because in our program, most of young people who are in our program, they come from very poor backgrounds, families, where there are no breadwinners in their families. So we try to shape up their future and make sure that through the talents that they have, they can make something out of it. So the problems that we have, the challenges that we have now is that we can't find rehearsal venues. We know that we have community halls where we live, but for us to utilize those halls, we need to pay. And it has made a huge impact in our negative impact in our group, because I had about 283 young people. And through the challenge that we can't have a venue for us to practice these kids or to keep them in this program, some of them end up lifting out. And it's so unfortunate that through the time that we have stopped, which was 6 months, there were 6 young people from the age of 15, 6 of them, they became pregnant. Some of them became part of substance abuse. They are using marijuana, but we managed to take them to rehabilitation centers. The other challenge that we have is in equipment, because I think through the program that we do, we need some of the equipments that we can use, like your sound, your mics, some of them, when they finish matric, they want to do filming. So we need cameras, we need your laptops so that we can teach them more into filming. Because the program here that we do, it's a development of them after they finish matric, because most of them, they want to be inside the filming industry. Another thing that we have challenges about, it's limited access to TV and media exposure, because we have realized that when we take them to SABC, we take them to Sasani Studios. They only want people who know how to speak Xhosa, Zulu, and Pedi. And through where we come from, we are Sotho. And it's been hard for them to be in part of the big production companies. So I think for us to have such things of the equipment that we need, we can produce our own movies this side of Free State and have contents of Sotho speaking people. The support that we need right now, it's the hall. If we can get the hall, if we can get a mentorship or a workshop via StreetBiz and B.N. Nelson, because I've seen that we do a lot of mentorship around B.N. Nelson. So if we can get somebody who can mentor us in terms of acting, in terms of getting the resources, that will be a great difference to our production. And again, we know that in B.N. Nelson and StreetBiz, there are showcases, we do events. If we can utilize these young people and give them slots, it can be anywhere in every province. We can come and showcase the talent of these young people. And also we need mentorship in terms of guidance of funding, like your EPWP, your Arts Council, your sponsorship, because in the management of this company or the production that we have, it's not older people who are running the team. I've made sure that I create a platform that for these kids from high school and primary level, they are part of the management so that we can train them to become the leaders of tomorrow. The vision for what that
so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, your 5 minutes have concluded, but I was definitely engaged, and yeah, thank you so much. And I love seeing the different reactions from the audience as they listened. I see a lot of hearts and applause. But I'd like to hear from our judges quickly, just any feedback, questions, starting off with Gerdien.
Yeah, very impressive idea. I'm really flabbergasted. So I was wondering, are you doing the program in Free State or also other provinces?
Currently, we are doing the program in Free State.
And do you then also you go to the neighborhood?
Yes, we
or
go
you
to
also do
neighborhoods.
online.
No, we go to neighborhoods. We do live performances in communities.
Very nice. Okay. It's okay. That's for me.
Thank you. Shall I take it over then, Gerdien? Because not really a question again to the Tiisetso. Is that what you pronounce it? Can you please help us with your name?
Yes, it's
Sorry, I didn't hear it again.
Yes, it's Tiisetso.
Tiisetso. Okay. Yeah, well, what I really liked about your pitch is that you really spoke from the heart and passionate, and I was looking for that. And I'm not saying that other people didn't talk from the heart; they were very passionate as well. But you were really into it, and I love that part. Thank you for that.
Thank you,
Jochem.
Yeah, I can only second that. This is definitely a passion project, and I think it's a hard project. It really takes grit to pull this through. And my question is: it seems like I'm asking all the commercial questions about how to finance things, and that's not because I want to make a commercial thing out of this or anything. Actually, it's because it makes the project survive. So, how are you raising funds? Do you sell tickets to shows, or do you get partners to tag along? How do you make this sustainable?
What we do, we sell tickets to our shows, but with a low amount, like 20 rands for show, because our aim is to showcase the talents of these young people, so that we will never know where we do a show, we'll meet some producers who can take the talent to TV for these young people. It's all about exposure and nurturing the talent of these young people.
Beautiful.
We've had 4 exceptional contestants pitched to us thus far, and we have 1 remaining. We always say last, but definitely not least. We have Khonse, and I hope that you are ready to pitch your project. Okay, your 5 minutes begin now. Is Khonse currently available, or maybe his mic is muted?
I wonder if he's here in the first place, because his connection was pretty poor at the beginning when we saw him.
Yes, I don't know. I can't really see everyone,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
I can
Bafana,
still see him on the chat. He's still on the meeting. I'm not sure if he hears us.
He is there, but not very actively, we can say. So maybe there is a connection problem.
Can someone maybe personally message him just to check?
He's leaving the meeting right now, and he's probably gonna try again to get in.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
you can maybe ask Gonse to. Sorry, Tanya. Another option is maybe that he can call. That we don't see him, but that he calls in the call. So maybe then we can hear him, and somebody can move the slides.
Okay, I will check him up just now.
Okay. As we wait, I saw a lot of hearts, reactions, and applause. Maybe does anyone just have any comments for our contestants? I'm sure now that they've pitched and put their heart on the table, they're feeling a lot of nerves. So maybe if we just have someone to just encourage them outside of our judges, of course.
Helen wants to say something. Helen Venter.
Yes, please do. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yes, Helen.
Thank you, everyone. Maybe just from my side, being the outsider looking in, I just think we should never maybe underestimate the effort that is being put in through the BNLs movement. Listening to these young people and their initiatives and their confidence, and knowing that behind the scenes, Nico is working tirelessly in encouraging them and motivating them and assisting them. And I think from my side, I just want to recognize that. And even listening to you, Tanya, and Bafana behind the scenes doing all the technical work. It's not going unnoticed. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. And I cannot be prouder of just being a participant listening in.
Well said, Helen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, if anyone else, you can raise your hand if you'd perhaps just like to reflect and share. And thank you so much, Helen, for your kind words. And thank you to, generally everyone and the contestants. Definitely a lot of work behind the scenes. I think Tammy, TM has their hand out. Yeah, Tammy, you can speak.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say this is just truly inspirational. And of course, as a social entrepreneur, I am really motivated to keep working, seeing that we are not so far in terms of the things that we are doing in our communities. If there's anything that I would suggest, or in fact, I would like to suggest, firstly to Zimasa, given the fact that they are aiming to solve the food security issue. And I heard in her presentation that she did mention something about getting some supplies from local farmers or local gardens, which I think is very good. But also, I would like them to really consider something that I would also want to um, suggest to Mathari theater productions. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that very well. But what I wanted to suggest was that in our communities currently we have a lot of unused spaces. When you check town planning, you will find that some of these places are actually meant to be the platforms that companies such as Mathari require for, of course, exposing these young people to the general public. And it would be a great idea if any one of them would take that initiative, perhaps while approaching institutions such as public works or the local waste management or property managers, such as in Gauteng, I think we have city parks. So when you approach such organizations, you are able to get access to some of these land plots that are unused, that are currently dangerous. Some of them, of course, are unhealthy. And those spaces can be transformed into some of these platforms that we need, especially for exposure. You just need to cut the grass, and you have a stage to showcase talent. And if it's food gardening, and of course, there's also government programs around that. So you can also get into that, both you, Zimasa, and Mathari. And the other thing I wanted to suggest was that I feel like most of what we are doing is so connected, and that we could, of course, partner within ourselves as BNLCs. But just to make an example for Zimasa, given her agricultural endeavors, because there's that link between food sovereignty and, of course, producing this food. So take for an example, instead of perhaps looking for a place in Gauteng, you could consider provinces uh, out of Gauteng. Take where I am, Mpumalanga, for example, we have land from around 250 up to like 7,000 if it's expensive. And I'm talking about hectares here. You can hectare, you can this is a rough example, but on a hectare, you need about 5 kg of seeds. If you are going for maize, you need about 2 bags of fertilizer from Sesol. That will cost you around 1,000 rand. You would need nut seeds if that's what you would also consider. But the total cost around farming would actually amount to the grand prize here, about 4,500 rand. So with that, of course, in a period of 3 months, you'd be able to plant a hectare, which would produce produce. If it's maize alone, you would be able to produce produce such as maize that would amount to an income of around 45,000 rands. And of course, excluding when you deduct your labor there and deduct some of the things that you need, like hiring a tractor, you would be left with something like 40,000. And if you are unable to sell some of the products that you are producing, you'll be able to go to a corporation. And yeah, corporations are milling companies that, of course, convert your maize into convert your maize into millies. So you could also have that program going on. So I was just saying, think bigger and diversify around your business operations. You don't have to go way outside of your functions, but you can think around some of the things that are really close to you. And of course, the most important thing is that we start where we are. But I can go on all night. But I just wanted to flag those. Let's think bigger and diversify as soon as we can, because that will also help in terms of income generating on the other side, in order to support some of your programs that actually need this funding. But yeah, I'll stop there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tammy. within ourselves, the BN Nelsons, I think we can definitely continue chatting and deliberating, giving feedback to our contestants. Unfortunately, we have not heard from Khunse, so we will move on to the next part in which our judges, Jochem, Gerdien, and Mark, have a private meeting for the next 15 minutes. And at, let's say, 21:35, which is 25 minutes till 10, our judges will return and we will have our final decision made of our top 3 contestants. And during that time, we can discuss and give feedback to our 4 contestants. Thank you. I think the
Can I
link
just
has been
hear,
emailed.
do you all have the link, the judges?
I do.
I don't know.
Jochem, I think you can send your email to Bafana and then he will email it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already sent to Mark, Gerdien, and Nico.
I received it.
Jochem would need to send his.
I think Mr.
I'll
Mlungi
forward
has his
it.
hand up.
I'll forward it
Yes.
to you, Jochem.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah. All right. See you there.
All right. See you in a bit. See you later, guys. Thank you for so
Bye.
far. Bye bye.
Thank you a lot.
Sorry, Mlu, you have your hand up.
No problem, no problem. Good evening, everyone. So mine is just a contribution to our presenters. Firstly, I just want to commend you guys for such a wonderful job that you are doing in different places that you are in and addressing different socio-economic issues that you are faced with as a country. And
Sorry,
am I
can I interrupt you? Can I interrupt,
yes, you can.
Mlungisi? Bafana, sorry, did you send the link to me to forward to Jochem? I don't want him to wait now again. I don't see it on email or WhatsApp. Bafana? Oh dear.
I think I can message him online, but yeah. So I'll ask him to email the link to you, to Nico, or message the link.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I've sent it. I've sent the link to your email, Nico.
Okay, there's nothing on email.
Okay. Okay, I'll
Oh,
send it
WhatsApp,
just
perhaps.
now.
Sorry to keep you guys. We just have to sort this out quickly. Wow.
I think in the meantime, Mlu can continue. Mlungisi can continue.
Nico, can you share the link where I can meet the other judges? I cannot find it.
Yeah, sure. We just sorting it out. We'll share it as soon as possible.
Ah, okay. I thought it was already. I was out this meeting. Sorry.
I'm sure Bafana could also copy and paste from the recent email he sent Gerdien and Mark.
Bafana, I don't see any email or WhatsApp now.
How about Mark or Gerdien? Just forward it to Jochem in the meantime.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Well, I don't see anything.
Bafana is saying he has forwarded.
Bafana, are you there?
Is it okay if I send it to your WhatsApp, Nico?
Yeah, well, I just got it here. I just got it here now on WhatsApp.
So you could copy and paste it
unfortunately.
now.
If it does not help, if it's not working, can I send a Meet Now link via chat that you can all go into now?
No, they are sorted. They are sorted.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, I think I
Okay.
interrupted Mulungisi, but we just needed to sort the judges out.
Okay.
No
Yes,
problem, guys. No. Thank you so much. Yes, I was saying mine is to appreciate the amount of work that Nelsons are doing out there. And I'm seeing from what Tammy was saying, this could also be an opportunity to expand this project that are done by the Nelsons by collaborating amongst ourselves or even expanding to different provinces that we are in. And out of all the projects, I've also noticed that the amount of creativity in addressing different social ills, food security, theater and production, student accommodation. So those are serious issues that are affecting the society. So I'm very glad, guys, that we are addressing to such issues. And also, I didn't see an element of competition. I've heard from one of the presenters who say they don't see competitors, but they see potential partners. So you can see that whilst they are doing these businesses, they are not only about competing, but they want to help one another have a better society. So all the best to all of you guys. That's all I wanted to say. And the guys that are behind this idea to say, let's have a pitch for Nelsons like this, it's such a beautiful thing. We are very grateful. We have learned a lot out of this. And we are hoping that moving forward, we can have more and more of such initiatives. For me, and I believe for most of Nelsons here, all of us, all the presenters are winners today. Just for the fact that you have such a project running in your community, you are doing something, you are a winner. So the prize today is just going to be a cherry on top. And also the amount of advice that we have received from the panel, it's also going to be helping your project to move forward. Thank you so much. This was my contribution.
Anyone else? Thank you, Mulungisi, for that. Encouraging. That's leadership. Thank you.
Yeah, I would say like I'm really proud of you guys doing so well. I think the projects Zimasa, Tiisetso, Royce and Thuso, it's like what Mark said, it's very relevant. I think you also saw a problem immediately and you didn't just hope for the best, but you actually acted upon it. And that's what Bia Nelson is about. So really proud of you guys. These are amazing, well set up presentations as well. Very visual. Yeah, well done, guys.
Well, good evening.
Was that Jabu?
Yeah.
Yes, that's Jabu. Evening.
Yes. No, I wanted to say, yeah, well done to you, Dr. Nico, and to all the Nelsons for the hard work that you put. It's really great to see what you guys are up to and the type of work you're involved with. I think what I would like to do, Dr. Nico, and it is for us to do this, to agree on a date. I would love to provide a presentation skills course for everyone. I think if we're going to be getting more opportunities in the future for the Nelsons to pitch, it would be beneficial for them to do that kind of course. I don't know if that has been done yet, but I'd be willing to do a four-part series of presentation skills for them through the institute. So it'll have to be online, obviously.
Well, thank you for that. That's really meaningful. We'll take you up on that. The thing is, besides what we've already done, because we did presentation skills, but you never stop learning. You never stop learning, and it's only by experience, by pitching, that you develop. So we can only benefit with more, another course, another round. It's a constant growing process. It's a journey. And I didn't want to say anything before the end when I had to say goodbye, but maybe I should just then say thank you and directly speak to you guys now. I am overwhelmed. You won't realize what this is doing to me listening to you, Zimasa, Isaac, Thuso, Luiso, and even Tommy, you know, and all the. We always have to look at where we're coming from, you know, and this is like a couple of years later, and we are at this stage where we can present to people from abroad. This is a huge experience. I'm so glad for everyone that really grabbed this opportunity. And Bafana doing all the technical stuff, and Tanya, the MC, you know, it's growth and development comes through practice. So thank you, Jabulani. We'll definitely take you up, and I really hope, I really trust that, you know, it's always there. It's an offer that you will grab this opportunity. So yeah, just a big word of thanks for everyone participating tonight and sitting in Mulungisi, you know, your time, the two directors, Malatsi and Jabulani. Malatsi, maybe really you had such an inspiring word the other night with the Nelsons. Just speak from the heart while we have a minute waiting.
No pressure, I guess. I'm having a very my voice, my vocal cords are painful, but I'm gonna try. I'm catching a flu. To all of you, thank you so much for taking this chance on us, taking this chance on the pitch, taking this chance on BN Nelson, taking this chance on StreetBiz. To all of you, thank you. I was telling Bafana when we were talking about how many people have registered, and I said, congratulations, you've done well. This is a big step. Congratulations, Enetani, congratulations, Bafana, congratulations, Tanya. You guys have done well. We can see what you're capable of, and I'm sure this is just a small piece of what you're capable of, but you have done well. To the contestant, you're the contestants here. You guys are amazing. You're doing beautiful work wherever you are. And I'm saying, let's take Tammy and Lungisa's words into our hearts. Starting looking at collaborations, looking at all the other possibilities that exist and that can bring opportunity, that can make our jobs easy and bring us closer to opportunities. I see a lot of possible collaborations. I see a lot of possible growth. I see a lot of possible partnerships. And it all starts with something as simple as your idea. And honestly, I feel like you have won, all of you today. But unfortunately, there has to be number 1, 2, and number 3. I would ask that you do not take this as a judgment of what you are bringing to the table. Just take it as a competition, but not as your idea needs to stop now because you didn't win. I think we can still work, we can still make it work as we are, and you can use the Gautengers as you are in KZN. You can use the Western Capers if you are in. We can work together. And this is the same thing that I said on our previous meeting, that it will start with the bin cleaning. It will start with feeding, with the soup kitchen. It will start with ResPlek. It will start with the film festival, but it's us partnering with you that makes it bigger. So to all the Nelsons, can we please see how we can take these ideas and make them bigger than what they are? Thanks.
I wanted to ask, do any of the contestants have anything to say? Are you guys shaking or are you guys okay there? Loiso, Thuso, Zimasa. Yes,
Okay.
Loiso.
Okay. Good evening once again, everyone, and thank you, for the support. Like, you all have been so supportive, like throughout from the start. Even before we even got to this phase of like pitching and stuff, we have always been holding each other. And that's really appreciated. And I just want to emphasize on the words that Mathari just passed. That like, for me personally, I really take this as an experience and as an opportunity to grow in terms of just presenting and bringing out my idea out there, and being able to take in feedback as well from people, and that gives a sense of maturity, like, towards me, like growing within the business, because it's important to take, like, feedback is the most, it can build you, it can break you. So I think it's very much important to understand that it's not there to break you. However, it can build you, however it comes. So it's really appreciated. Also, the initiative. I never thought we would have a pitch at the Nelsons, because I really never thought of that. That's not something that I thought. But yes, we want to do projects and run them, but just having an internal pitch is not something I expected, and it's something that's really beautiful. Hopefully, it will be a culture when we get to also have more members and people on the ground, and bringing pitches, like, to even within, let's say, because I heard about the theater, like people who are working with young people and being able to hear, because the reality is that there's something that I have, a program that I was at, and they were speaking about how entrepreneurship programs can collaborate with sport programs. And they said that it's important to always open up a platform whereby we ask, if this thing doesn't work for you, what alternative will you go for? So, for example, if acting doesn't work, will there be skills to equip them, like to go forward with entrepreneurship? Maybe if sports doesn't work for people who are within the sports team, is there a platform, or was there an opportunity provided for them to go another route? And I think here at BN Nelson, we are really we are on that path of providing various opportunities. And for example, Mr. Chab is coming in now with making sure that we are sharpening our presentation, which is also a great opportunity, because I might not be well in my entrepreneurship journey when it comes to the bin cleaning, but I might be a great public speaker somewhere because of the skill I've obtained here. And that's very much appreciated. And yeah, let's keep on shining. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thuso, and Thuso, and then Zimasa.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, to all the organizing team. Yeah, we appreciate it, the support that we got. And to this wonderful presenters that I look up to. You guys are inspiring, and yeah, keep up the good work. And yeah, this is not a competition. This is actually a platform for us to build together. It is a movement for us to make a difference within our societies. On this wonderful day, June 16, here we are as the youth. Yeah, presenting our ideas to shape South Africa for the better future. I'm so proud of you, and yeah, let's keep on moving forward and expand, collaborate, and make a difference within our societies. Thank you, guys.
Zimasa. Sorry, I kept mispronouncing your name, Zimasa. Sorry.
Um, I don't have much to say, but I personally want to first, before I thank anyone, I want to thank myself for not giving up. Because if I had given up, I wouldn't be here today sitting in front of you guys pitching. I also want to use this platform to personally thank Bafana. Bafana has been like this big cheerleader behind me. He pushed me. He introduced me to you guys. He introduced me to a lot of things. He's also enjoyed our meals in the kitchen, so he knows how we do it. He just took out this shy person. He showed me that, you know what, go out there. The world is waiting to hear your story. You know, there's people, you know, who are cheering for you. Never mind the challenges. Don't be discouraged. So I just want to take this time to personally thank Bafana for everything he has done for me, and for me to be here. It's because of him. So yes, thank you. And thank you to everyone. I am like just lost for words. I'm not much of a speaker. I don't know if I'm shy or scared. But yes, here I am. Wonderful team. So thank you. Thank you. Please don't give up on us. You know, keep on introducing us to these things. We make mistakes. We're still new at this, but we're willing to learn. Thank you.
You speak very well. You speak very well, Zimasa. For a shy person.
Yes, I definitely agree. That was actually so heartwarming, guys. I think the actual meeting makes things more amplified and shows that it's really meaningful. And I think just to add on to what Zimasa said, just a big thank you to Bafana. His relentless messaging and putting together of things, it's definitely not unseen. We definitely need those notifications and reminders to keep us going and committed. So yeah, thank you, Bafana, for all the behind the scenes work, and obviously all the contestants who made such a big effort with the features. Um, yeah. The work might have taken maybe weeks and months, but the pitch was only 5 minutes. But irregardless, that's still fruitful. So yeah, even though the work takes months and maybe the results or what other people see is only 5 minutes, that doesn't mean that that month or weeks of work of putting in work and of action is not important. It definitely is. And also like what many are saying, that even if you don't win, you're getting so much advice and coverage and opportunities just from exposure. So definitely there's no loss even though it's a competition, there's no loss. There's only learning and improving. So yeah.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there we are.
I'm so glad I'm so glad still people are there and that you didn't leave the room already. It's like, oh, where is the judge? Where are they? Where are they? But they are coming, I hope. I seem to be the one who doesn't have any problems with Teams today, but the other jury folks do have a lot of problems. So there's
It's always a
Gerdien,
challenge.
and there's Jochem. Hey,
Always a challenge with the technology. It's sometimes nerve-wracking, especially when you have to present. So tomorrow it's my turn, guys. So tomorrow I will present, and it's my turn to go through all of this stress. Are we all back?
Yeah. At least, yeah. I saw Jochem and Gerdien already, so yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
Tanya.
I see everyone is back. All right. I see
Did we hear from Gonse, Tanya? Sorry, did we hear from Gonse?
No.
No, unfortunately, because we said if he would be there and he would like to go, then he would be able to do that. But if he's not here, then we cannot do anything for him.
Oh, he's here actually. Maybe we can find out from him. He just got back.
He had a connection problem.
Khunsi, are you there? Khunsi, calling Khunsi.
I think you can try what you want, Bafana, but
okay. Okay, no, I think we can continue.
We decided that Jochem will present the votes from the jury.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, there he is.
Are you willing to present?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you back in action?
I thought the internet was against me, but also Nelson Mandela was giving other Nelsons an opportunity to win on this one. Do you have the platform to present?
All right.
Well,
I think we should do this. That we, as the judges said, it's a pity not to hear your pitch. So let's just take it up, and then we'll go back in the room, score you as well, and then this is the cliffhanger. You this is like just in time management, because 1 minute later and you would have not been there.
And also you have like 5 minutes maximum, so don't overstep, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Minerva Fana. So good evening to everyone. My name is Gonse Molope from Pretoria. So today I'll be presenting to you no-so deliveries. So no-so simply means now. So in the last 5 years, I've been a project coordinator for a company called Radar Skills Academy, which we were tasked to train South African drivers, motorbike drivers for the e-commerce industry. You are Take a Lot, Checker 6060, Pickup ASAP, all of these commercial delivery platforms. So last November, the project ended, which means I remain unemployed without any income or without a job. So I had to look for one or create one. I then decided to create one for myself. I looked into the e-commerce industry or the last mile industry, whereby what are the opportunities that are locked out. So we then realized that most of the last mile industry, they use commercial apps, but the accessibility to commercial apps, it's a problem. Not everyone has data. Not everyone has a smartphone that can download your Uber Eats, your Takealot, your Mr. D, and other delivery platforms. Then what would be easy and simple for everyone is to have a delivery platform that is integrated into WhatsApp, because everyone has a WhatsApp. So you don't encourage people or clients to download an app. They are already on WhatsApp. For them, it's just to save a number and create a WhatsApp. But because we live in the space of the fourth industrial revolution, our WhatsApp, it is then AI powered to minimize the operational cost. Because if you don't, it is not AI, then you have administrators to administer orders. But if it is automated, then the operational cost, you have less workforce or human workforce. And we use drivers from the community as our delivery drivers. It is simple because it is WhatsApp. Everyone knows how to use a WhatsApp, but sometimes apps can be difficult on what to do, how to order, and whatsoever. But secondly, our delivery platform that is integrated to WhatsApp, it is simply to service the local restaurants that are not on Mr. D, that are not on Takealot, that are not on any commercial delivery app, but they have delicious food. We all know that our township or local restaurant have the best food, and that's how we service them. The impact of this is to create a market for those local restaurants, to empower them so that they can deliver, to make their food accessible to everyone, for their customers to order through our WhatsApp-based delivery system to get their meals to your doorsteps. Right now, it's winter. When you are craving that craving, you could easily order, just like texting a hello, a good morning. That's how simple it is. And also, if we have noticed, all of our mobile operator network, they have WhatsApp data, which it means you could access our delivery service at any time. With commercial platforms, you need data, which is expensive. So the impact is to create jobs, is to create accessibility, but is to sell convenience to the clients. That's the impact. And with the prize money, what are we willing to do? The prize money is that our delivery service is already operational. But for us to be competitive, we need marketing. We need to brand. We need to be visible. We need to be there. People need to see us. And also we need gear because we use motorbikes. So safety is also priority. But also for us to be fully to reach our potential, we need to pay for the licensing to integrate some of the features on WhatsApp. So the prize money will go into that and will reach our fullest capacity. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you, Hans.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khonse, for coming back and not allowing technical difficulties to get in the way of your presentation. I think, the judges are just going to ask a few questions, starting maybe with Mark, and then Jochem, and then Gerdien, and then they can go off and discuss further.
Yeah, thank you, Tanya. Khonse, I'm not sure whether I heard correctly, but what is the problem that you would like to solve with your idea?
Okay, thank you, Mark, for the question. The problem that we like to solve is market access to local restaurants. So local restaurants, they are not on the commercial delivery apps, your Mr. D and your Uber Eats, but they have a market to service. So because the commercial apps, they charge high markup, we don't do that. So we are giving them that service, the delivery service, whereby the local restaurants and food establishment, they can then have a delivery service and reach the delivery space, the delivery market.
Okay, thank you. All clear.
So question from my side, it's actually a bit of a double question. So there's
Okay.
other things in townships, except from data and smartphone penetration, that are tricky. One of which is payment systems. So how do you tackle payment for a delivery? And then there's addressing. So how do you make sure you always know where the person lives that made the order?
Okay, in terms of, thank you very much for the questions. In terms of payment system, so we use the Yoko payment link. So it's similar to the one on your Uber Eats and Mr. D. So after ordering, you would get a link that will process the payment. So it's an electrical payment. We don't do cash on delivery because of crime rate. And so all payments are processed online using Yoko and PayFast. Then in terms of addresses, so our current model that we are using right now, because of we are growing, we are using external drivers from the township. We are operating in Mamelodi and Atteridgeville. So they better know the address and they better know the area because they are born there, they have worked there. And also we have integrated with Google, but not to the fullest capacity, Google Maps, because of we have to pay the licensing to access the full features where we could access those accuracy in terms of addresses. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, shall I take over then? Thanks, Gonza,
Yes.
for your presenting your idea. I struggle a little bit with the structure, so I have a question on that. So, so you are creating so the app is connected to the local restaurants, and then how does it work actually? And then you provide the drivers, or I struggle a little bit with the structure, how you will manage this.
Okay, thank you very much, Gerdien, for the question. So the first one is that, yes, the app is connected to the establishment, to the shop. So an order would come through the WhatsApp, then the shop would get it and they would prepare it. So once they are done, from their side, they will say order ready. Then it would then send to the driver to say you could go and pick up the order. Then they go pick it up and they go deliver it. So in essence of the structure is that the back side of the WhatsApp, it's an app, but the front side, it's WhatsApp. So once an order comes in, it then sends it to us, then it automatically sends it to the shop. Then the shop would accept it. Then the customer would get notification that the shop has accepted the order and preparing it. Then once the shop has prepared it on their smartphone, they would click order prepared. So it then sends a notification to the driver that the order is ready to be picked up. But also it sends a notification to the customer. So once the driver has picked up the order, it then sends the notification to say driver on the way. Then once the driver has delivered the order, then it also gives us that notification that the order has been delivered, but also the shop gets a notification to say delivered. So our current module, we use administrators, which now our operational cost become a little bit high. But now with the one that we have built, we just need to pay for the licensing and the integration. It would be mostly AI, 80% of its operation, it would be AI, then it would only remain with 2 administrators just for the human factor when AI is failing us or when there is a need for the human factor to play in. I hope I have answered that.
Okay, thank you, Gonza.
Thank you very much.
Maybe just one suggestion to Jochem and Gerdien. We set up like a very clear scoring system. We could go out of the conference now, but there is a risk that we will not get in there again. So you could also send me your scorings like we did before on the app that we have. And I can give you the results then. Is that an idea, or you want to go back to the other room?
No, sure, we can do that. I'll send them
It's
now.
okay. Let's do that.
Yeah, good.
I must not open the room. I can leave the room.
We
I
stay
already
with
got
our-
the first. I already got the first results from one of the jury members. So I think we're going to work it out here. And I can say we have a totally similar scoring. It's exactly the same, Jochem.
Oh wow!
Really? Yeah.
I sent it to you via WhatsApp.
Personally to me, or
yeah, because I struggle with the Teams connection.
but I don't see it.
I will
in
send.
WhatsApp.
Wait a minute. In 1 minute. in 1 minute.
Okay. This pigeon is still flying. Who brings the message?
In the meantime, I can place an order with Godse for delivery.
Yeah.
Yes, Doc. We could get you nice maguinya from the old mamas that prepare maguinya in the morning while you are having your meeting.
Man, oh man. You got me
Can I
on that
ask what
one.
the scoring system was based on? Was it like relevance out of 5, or what is the scoring system like?
Yeah, maybe I can elaborate on that, Jochem.
Sure.
Yeah. We set up the 5 criteria that we talked about on the beginning. So relevance, solutions, potential impact, executionable, and the storytelling. And we scored every person, every pitch from 1 to 5 on all these 5 items. And every jury member had his own or her scores. And we added all those up, and that resulted in a score. And I think we're about to see, because Gerdien is now typing all of the wording, which is very helpful. And I think I already know that our scoring and our outcome will remain as it is. So, Fonse, I'm sure I'm already giving something away for you, but not for the other people. Jochem, take it away.
All right. Well, first of all, I would love to thank Nico and the team for setting this up, because apart from a few IT issues, I think this is a very high quality event, and especially high quality pitches. I really had no clue what to expect, actually. This is my first interaction with the B. Nelson's movement. I really loved the quality of the pitches and the passion that is in it. Another thing to say, this is really comparing apples with oranges. We say apples with pears in the Netherlands, actually, but apples with oranges. For profit, not for profit, very local, very big ideas. It's very hard to compare those. So I'm actually super happy that we used this system of clear criteria, so we could rank it 1 to 5, because otherwise you get some subjective things in, like who did you like, or my personal preferences, for instance. So we made it very quantitative, and the exciting thing was that it was super close. It was extremely close. It was 1 point difference close for what I'm going to read out now. So this is it's actually also a testament to the quality of the people, that it's not like one clear winner and everybody else was clearly less good. No, it was all really good. So let me start by giving you number 3. And now I have to look, because yes, I have it here. The number 3 is Tiisetso with the theater production. Super cool. And can anybody do a drum roll or anything? Number 2, 1 point difference is this again. That is Zimasa with the soup kitchen, Rivoni Foundation. And then number 1, again, 1 point difference is Thuso with the student accommodation listing.
Wow. Whoa.
What's happening, Nico? Are you losing it?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm losing it.
Well
For
done.
sure.
Yeah, congratulations to Thuso and all of the participants. Congratulations. But maybe we can make Thuso say something as the grand prize winner of the day.
Wow. First of all, I would like to thank my fellow brothers and sisters who had the courage to join the pitch. I'm inspired by you guys and your projects. You guys are amazing. You guys are the ones that I look up to. Loyiso, you coming from those competitions, winning them. This is such an inspirational thing, man. Keep on going. Zimasa, you with the kids. And Tiisetso also. Khonzi, with your projects in Mamelodi. You guys are such an inspirational to me and the youth of South Africa. I would like to thank Bafana, Nico, the organization team, Tanya for your MC today, and the entire judges, not forgetting the directors, Jabu, the opportunities that you presented as well to us. Yeah. And the wise words from everyone who has actually given their words of encouragement and support. This is just the beginning for all of us. It is a long journey that we are journeying together. And yeah, I would like to thank everyone. Like Mathari said, none of this should actually make you lose focus, but then just know that it is the beginning of great beginnings. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, I'm out of words.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Yeah.
It's I'm really proud of all of you. I think you are all kind of winners, and I think it's nice to that we are now having this platform. So in fact, it got triggered by our work in South Africa and back home in the Netherlands. I was talking with Enetani, and he immediately got enthusiastic and emphasizes the relevance to build such a platform, a kind of network community, etc. So now we are here. I think it's the quality of the pitches are very high. It's such an inspirational the topics you are working on. Well done. I don't hear anything in me. Did you hear me?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
We were speechless.
Tanya, who's next?
Well, the top 3 were announced. That was okay. Okay, guys, well done. I'm extremely proud of everyone, and I think Thuso said it all. And even during the time while the judges were deliberating, we just couldn't stop mentioning how proud we were of those who were pitching. We said we don't count anything as a loss. If anything, there's just learning and growth and possible future collaborations within the BNLsons. So that was really heartwarming to hear. And on the note of there not being any losers, we have an amazing sponsor, Mathari, who'd like to sponsor our top 3 with a t-shirt, a diary, and a pin. And then our number 4 and 5 with diaries, all with the Bia Nelson and StreetBiz logo on them. So just a big thank you to Mathari very much for the Bia Nelson brand and StreetBiz Foundation sponsor of t-shirt, diaries, and pins. Thank you. Yeah. We've reached the end of like an amazing night. And I think even like Jochem said, this was top quality, guys. The pitching and the work put in from Khonse to Zimasa to Thuso, Loiso, Tiisetso. Thank you guys for the work that you put in. And like I was saying, probably months of work, but just for 5 minutes of pitching, that is a lot of pressure. Thank you. And I'm going to hand it over to Nico now to just give the final remarks, but truly proud of everyone. And thank you to everyone that was working behind the scenes, and especially Bafana for setting this up as well. I hand it over to Nico.
And thank you, Tanya.
Okay. Final word, and I'll keep it short and no names from the Nelsons, but I couldn't have been more proud and just sit back and enjoy this and how they took care of everything. That is out of this world. But our sponsor, where the idea, it was like months, probably a year ago, and when we've met with Tanya then in Cape Town, and when you listen to what Asipe had to say and so on, to where we are now, I can just say thank you. Also hosting me back in last year in Amsterdam during my visit. It's a friendship and it's a journey, and it's meaningful for you just to be part of it. Just to be part of it, and I can always count on advice and input and support. And the same with Mark and Gerdien. They are always. That's the most amazing thing. How these people that came last year just became like connections, friends, and so the Nelsons are giving me something special. In Afrikaans, we have a saying, the Kaap is weer Hollands. Cape Town has become Dutch again. So with the 3 of you, it's really like that, the support that we get from you, and I really appreciate your involvement in so many ways. So many ways. There is like something I need to share with you, because I get global exposure every week because of the Bia Nelson movement. The message, guys, is social entrepreneurship is the way forward for this world. And you are all leaders like me in developing those skills. But if I say to the Nelsons, Professor Evelina, University of Bulgaria, spoke about you, the Bia Nelson movement South Africa today, during the defense of her dissertation, in which I was invited to sit in, with 3 professors from Belgium, Bulgaria, and there's another country I can't remember now. All of them took note. She used it as a case study in her dissertation, in her studies, what's happening at grassroots level. And this is the thing there where we are. And I can go on and on. The professor from Princeton that mentioned the Bia Nelson movement in the Nobel Laureate Research Committee report. He will be speaker on Nelson Mandela Day at an event in America, where I will be speaker just after him. about the legacy of Nelson Mandela. You know, this kind of thinking of Nelson Mandela is just fascinating, and how it's playing out in our way of thinking and being, where you see the bigger picture in life. So I can just say thank you for all of you experiencing it, the mindset for entrepreneurship, changing society. This is a beautiful world, and I'm grateful to share this with each and every one of you. Thank you. We've been long enough. Your patience, your participation, and I trust that you will experience, Jochem, Mark, Gerdien, you will experience what I experienced, what Helen will also say, is that we received more than what we were prepared to give, you know, being involved with you. Thank you, Tanya. Over to you. Or shall I just say thank you to everybody and let's go to bed?
No. We're going to have the virtual picture first led by Bafana.
Okay.
And then we
Thank you,
can all
guys.
sleep well. Some of us, will sleep better than others, maybe. But yes, a virtual picture first. So, Bafana, I think you can let us know when the picture will be taken.
Just for 10 seconds. For 10 seconds, guys, can we turn on our screens? In your video.
Please do.
And we'll just wait till videos are on. And can we please turn on our videos just for 10 seconds? Ernest, Tammy. Because it will look great if we all see.
I like your video, Gonse.
Okay, guys, I'm not sure if the other guys are with us, but I think we will just take it with the ones that are on. So yeah, in 5, 4, 3, you'll do your best smile, okay? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you and sleep well.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Congratulations, Thuso.
Thanks, Mama Helen.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Night.
Cheers. Bye, everyone.
Bye.